call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill up.
Welcome back to the Juggernaut Show, everybody, and I'm here to give you my WWE Saturday Night's main event review for November 1st, 2025. So, Saturday Night's main event. I thought it was a decent show. I didn't think there was like really anything bad on the show. This was on just exclusively on Peacock, was on NBC, which I thought that was a positive because there wasn't any commercials during the matches. So that was nice, and there are only 4 matches on this card, so it was pretty quick show. But like, there's really nothing that kind of like blew me away with this show. But yeah, let's quit wasting time and let's get started with this review. So Saturday night's main event starts off with Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Undisputed Championship against Drew McIntyre, and I thought this was slightly better than their WrestlePalooza match. Not much better, but it was slightly better. Cody, he was doing a lot of selling in this match. There were a lot of shenanigans that went down this match with like the referee. Drew McIntyre, try to get Cody to, disqualified, for him to disqualify himself. Also, I really like that spot that they did like with the announce table and like Cody going into it. That was a nice spot. I even like the whole tug of war that they were doing with the title belt, and then Cody DDT'd him on the title belt. So Cody has been like, I don't know, he's just been like doing some like heelish like behaviors. He even did it like with Kevin Owens at the beginning of the year, and then he's doing it with Drew McIntyre. I don't know, it just seems like they're kind of planting seeds of Cody Rhodes eventually turning heel. Because I could definitely see that happening. And also, it seems like the fans didn't really like how Cody won, or it kind of seems like the fans kind of start cheering on him. But I feel like this feud isn't quite over. They'll probably have maybe another match like on a SmackDown, and maybe that's when Drew McIntyre will take the title off of Cody Rhodes. But yeah, I mean it was an alright match. Like I said, it was slightly better than the WrestlePalooza match, but like I said, it wasn't much better though. But yeah, we will move on to the next match, which we had was the WWE Women's Championship on the line. We had Tiffany Stratton defend the title against Jade Cargill. This was basically a squash match here. I mean, Jade Cargill, she was working on the legs and the knee of Tiffany Stratton. It seemed like, when she was hitting those power bombs, it just looks like she was in the gym, like doing reps. Pretty quick match here. Jade Cargill ends up becoming new WWE Women's Champion, which I expected that to happen. I mean, we had Tiffany Stratton. She lost at Crown Jewel to Stephanie Vaquer. Now she drops the title to Jade Cargill. Hey, yeah, it was time for Jade Cargill to win the title. After what happened at SummerSlam, she gets her revenge from SummerSlam, and yeah, I'm excited that Jade Cargill's a heel as well. Just excited to see what type of storylines we see, and also I'm wondering where Tiffany Stratton goes from here as well. But I thought it was it was, like I said, it was just a glorified squash match here. Very quick. Like if he went away, you would you probably would have missed this whole match here because that's how quick this match was. It's like 5 minutes. But we will move on to the next match, which we had was the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Dirty Dominic Mysterio was defending the title against Penta and Rusev in a triple threat match. I gotta say this. I really been loving the character that Dirty Dom has been doing. Like, how he's been, being in that whole like Eddie Guerrero type of character. How he's been cheating to win. But and also I gotta say Penta. I don't know. There's just something with him, since at the beginning of the year when he debuted. His momentum has really worn off, and he's had so many chances to win this Intercontinental Championship. And at this point, I'm kind of just over Penta. I mean, he's a good wrestler and all. I mean, he's a cool attraction on being, on Monday Night Raw and stuff, and going up against seeing him going up against Dominic and going up against Rusev. But I mean, I just kind of like lost faith in him right now, like with his booking. Like I would like to see him win title, but I don't see him winning a singles championship anytime soon. I see him winning tag team titles more than I see him winning this Intercontinental Championship. But yeah, his momentum has just worn off since the beginning of the year, since he debuted. And also, I like what they were doing with Rusev when he had Penta and Alkalade, and Dirty Dom. He took the ring bell. He started ringing the bell. Rusev, released the hold. He thought he won the Intercontinental Championship. I thought he did too at one point. But Dirty Dom, he was being very smart there, being dirty again. But Dirty Dom, he ended up retaining. Penta, he had the hammer, and he clocked Rusev with the hammer. The one thing I don't like about this match is that Rusev took the pinfall. Like, I wouldn't mind if Penta took the pinfall because he's just been losing all these chances that he got. Like, why do you have the big man taking a pinfall here? Like, you need to protect Rusev. Like, Rusev hasn't been booked up the greatest ever since he's returned to WWE. But that's for the video. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. It was more for like storytelling and stuff. Like I said, I really like how they've been booking up or like booking Dirty Dom. How they've been having them cheat to win. It's really nice. It's been really enjoyable. But after this, we had an announcement that from John Cena about who his opponent is going to be at Saturday Night's main event. So there's going to be a tournament. There's going to be a tournament at 16-man tournament, which it was kind of confusing, like the way they were talking about. I thought there was going to be a battle royal, but no, it's going to be a tournament with 16 competitors, and the winner gets to face John Cena at the Saturday Night's main event on December 13th. So you'll have people like from Raw, from SmackDown, even from NXT, probably from TNA, from Cena's past. I've been hearing about like Gunther is probably going to be the one who faces him. Like I've been hearing like maybe Edge could be coming in. That's how he's kind of like left AEW. I heard like as an Edge could be coming in. Maybe some like a Nick Nemeth could be a part of this tournament. Maybe like a Matt Cardona. Like some people in Cena's past. It'd be nice to see some TNA guys a part of this tournament. Maybe some NXT guys like Javon Evans, Carmelo Hayes. I like to see him part of it. The Miz, other names like that. I was just throwing out some names there, but it'd probably be Gunther. That's been heavily rumored that Johnson will be facing that person at Gunther at Saturday Night's main event, which I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But yeah, so that's gonna be happening. I think it's starting maybe next Monday, I believe. Yeah, and the Monday Night Raw in Boston. But yeah, we move on to the main event, which we had was for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. We had CM Punk going up against main event Jey Uso. Yeah, we had no shenanigans in this match, no interference from the Vision, no interference from Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed. This was a straight up one-on-one match. I gotta say the positive thing about this match is it was very unpredictable. Like either guy could have won this match. It was both guys worked very hard in this match. But like I say, there were some points, it was kind of soft. Both guys, it's an older matchup. Both guys are older and stuff, so you don't get that quick athleticism and like the explosiveness as you will get with like younger guys. But like, because like even with the barricade spot that they had in this match, that was a little soft at some points. But I mean, the match was good for what it was. I wouldn't say it's my favorite CM Punk match of the year, but I did like what they were doing. I mean, I like how at one point CM Punk hit the spear in the match. Even had Jey Uso hit the GDS. I even like the transitions, like with like the submissions, like when CM Punk had on the I mean not GTS, sorry, the Anaconda Vice, or Jey Uso he locked in the sleeper. I even like the whole like with the whole Gunther spot when CM Punk was hitting the GTS and Jey Uso was just falling on to CM Punk. That was pretty cool to match. Um, what else did we have cool in this match? Like I said, I mean, we had that barricade spot. Like I said, that came off a little soft in my opinion. But yeah, CM Punk, he became a new world heavyweight champion. You know, no shenanigans, no nothing after the match. Nobody turned heel like I kind of was expecting. Maybe like a heel turn from somebody. But yeah, we had no heel turn. It was just a one-on-one match, and it was okay. Like I said, very unpredictable. It could have went either way. But yeah, CM Punk is the new world heavyweight champion, and he is a 7-time champion now. So I guess they're counting the AEW championship and the ECW championship as well. Um, but yeah, it's nice to see Punk as world champion, and it's gonna be interesting to see what feud they build for him to have following this. It's gonna be cool. I hope I'm assuming maybe Braun Breaker. Maybe that's the direction they go. CM Punk and Breaker. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was Saturday night's main event for November 1st, 2025. Like I said, it was a decent show, nothing crazy. If this is your first time ever checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button. That really helped me out a lot. Also, hit that like button to help out my videos in the algorithm. And also turn on that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And stay tuned for more wrestling content on my channel. I'll be doing watch alongs this week with the Flag Zone podcast for Monday Night Raw, probably for Dynamite this week, probably for SmackDown. So definitely stay tuned for those. I want to get back into doing more watch alongs. So definitely stay tuned for that and doing more wrestling content as well. But you definitely want to be subscribed, have that notification bell on. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So peace.